Well, it seems that former President Barack Obama is finally speaking out about this Trump administration lacking respect for the office of the presidency.
It is my honor to be joined by the 44th President of the United States, Barack Obama. Mr. President, thanks so much for joining me.
It is wonderful to be here, Brian. Thank you for having me.
So as you know, better than anybody, the discourse has devolved into a level of cruelty that we haven't seen before. What was disqualifying just a few years ago now not only feels fine, acceptable, but actually rewarded.
So what are you saying?
You have administration officials saying that the victims of ISIS aggression are domestic terrorists.
So a couple of questions there. You asked about a shooting that we just had in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It was an act of domestic terrorism.
You have J.D. Vance coming out and saying that it's okay. You don't have to apologize for being white.
Unlike the left, we stand against treating anybody, and I love what Nikki said about this. We don't treat anybody different because of their race or their sex.
He's lying!
In the United States of America, you don't have to apologize for being white anymore.
Just days ago, Donald Trump put a picture of your face on an ape's body.
This was posted on the official account of the President of the United States, right? This is what was posted there. You can see here the faces of the Obamas put onto bodies of apes.
And so again, this is kind of, we've seen the de-evolution of the discourse. How do we come back from a place that we have fallen into?
Well, please, tell me.
How did we get here?
Well, first of all, I think it's important to recognize that the majority of the American people find this behavior deeply troubling.
He ain't lying.
It is true that it gets attention. It's true that it's a distraction. But, as I'm traveling around the country, as you're traveling around the country, you meet people. They still believe in decency, courtesy, kindness. And there's this sort of clown show that's happening in social media and on television. And what is true is that there doesn't seem to be any shame about this among people who used to feel like you had to have some sort of decorum and a sense of propriety and respect for the office, right? So that's been lost.
Ain't that the truth?
But the reason I point out that I don't think the majority of the American people approve of this is because ultimately the answer is going to come from the American people.
I think Barack Obama hit it right on the head when he said that this administration basically is turning the presidency into a goddamn circus.
He's out of line, but he's right.
And you got people in the administration like a J.D. Vance talking about white America doesn't have to apologize for being white. Like I said in one of my previous videos, when has white Americans ever apologized for being white? Then you have people like Christian Norm talking about people that are protesting ICE are domestic terrorists.
You don't say.
And then going back to the video of President Trump posting about Barack and Michelle Obama as apes, when Barack could have went low.
Yeah, he could have.
But he didn't.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Barack Obama could have went low and got in the gutter with Donald Trump, say some disparaging things that people would have looked at him and say, hey, now why is Barack acting like that?
That's right.
But now it seems though that people on the right and the MAGA cult is letting Donald Trump get away with anything. Because I can recall when Barack Obama wore a tan suit and he caught hell from the Republican Party.
Tan suit. Tan suit.
President Obama's decision to wear a light tan suit at yesterday's news conference. He was wearing a tan suit.
Light tan suit.
I think it was shocking to a lot of people. Is this an effort to make him look warmer?
There's no way I think any of us can excuse what the president did yesterday. I mean, and then for him to walk out. I'm not trying to be trivial here, but in a light suit, light tan suit.
Also known as Tangate.
Tan suit, and how the tan suit made him look unpresidential.
Whoever talked him into going into a tan suit, they're so desperate because of these low poll numbers, they're willing to do anything.
But now Donald Trump acting like a total ass is acceptable?
Preach, brother!
This guy was always jealous of Barack Obama because of the popularity that Barack Obama has from the American people.
That's right.
So what does he do? Act like a 5-year-old child, do stuff like this with that video, call people low IQ, idiots, or anything disparaging when you don't agree or you talk about him.
It's at the detriment of this country. That's what we're dealing with.
Yeah, Donald Trump is the worst president ever.
He ain't lying.
I say this all the time in my videos when I talk about Donald Trump. It's always been about him, his family, and money. The interest of America comes last. But you will have people on the right that's in the MAGA cult that will say, no, not my president, not Donald Trump. But then there are the ones that feeling the pain from Donald Trump's terrorists and his policies.
Nearly 80% of voters in what are called farming-dependent counties voted for President Trump in the last election.
I feel like a lot of American farmers, cattle people, a lot of people probably feel let down currently. Now, maybe there's a method to the madness. That's still to be seen.
Many are now taking their frustrations directly to Republican lawmakers at town halls across the country.
I'm about ready to lose my farm.
Barack Obama, I applaud you for not disparaging the office of the presidency.
Message.
You could have went low and got in the gutter with Donald Trump, but you choose to rise above that. You chose to show what a president or ex-president supposed to act like. But the one that we have in office right now, hey, he's a big toddler that needs his pamper change. So let me know in the comments on what y'all thought about what I said and Barack Obama said as well in the comments below. The man on the street wants to know.